That you want to remember is that we have transferred the pressure that the dog learned long ago from the collar, and the dog could beat the pressure by staying in the correct position and or by following a command. So with the e-collar, what we're doing is we're putting in 3 very important commands so that the dog has the ability to do 3 things that are critical. The first one is the dog comes when called. Critical. Because if the dog is chasing after a deer and it goes after a deer, that's got a doe in season, that buck's going to turn around and gore him to death, okay? Or what if he goes after a fox and the fox has got mange and turns on him? I mean, there's all kinds of, there's just bad things that can happen. So the first thing he learns in those lessons 1 and 2 is I must come back when called, and it's done with 4 whistle blasts, okay? So that's number 1, critical, come back when called. Number 2 is the hardest of the 6 lessons to teach. The second thing he has to learn, which is to sit on command. Wherever you are, you hear a single whistle blast, turn around, get my butt on ground, do not move until I'm told to do otherwise. That's critical, because then you can stop him. You know, what if you're bringing him back on a recall and all of a sudden there's a truck crossing where he's going to be, or there's something else that's going to kill him. If you bring him in, he's dead. If we can stop him, we can save him. So that's why number 2 is so important, and it's the hardest one to teach because it's a 1 single whistle blast and it's 1 pop of the e-collar until he goes, but on ground, good dog. All right, now here's the third one, and these are lessons 5 and 6, and they're very important to teach. Now for the first time, we're going to take that same principle of pressure. Instead of a recall coming in or stop on command and do a random sit until told otherwise, we're going to teach the dog you must move away from me on command. And that can also save a dog. It's also field training. What if you're in a situation where you've got to move your dog quickly to save it? You're out and about in a field or in a park, all of a sudden you see a bad dog that's off leash and you have to move your dog quickly to some spot where it's safe, and you don't have time to handle it because you're trying to block the bad dog, right? Place, dog moves. So those 3 principal exercises of random recall, random sit, and it will become the random place. Right now it's just the regular place. Those 3 things are the foundation for anything you want to do with the e-collar in the future. That's the foundation for field work, that's the foundation for therapy work, that's the foundation for, believe it or not, healing the dog beside you, so when he's out of position. When we have those 3 things understood by the dog, and they understand the pressure, and that they can avoid the pressure by doing what they were told to do, which they were taught long ago, then you have a brand new tool that gives you the freedom to do what you need to do with your dog and to always keep them safe. It's critical. Without those 3 components, you really don't have much. And so that's what we're doing with him on the PLACE. This week you'll start close, and then you're going to try and get to 15 feet on the lunge line by the end of this week. Okay? Lesson 6 is a blast. Lesson 6 is a blast. It's totally different. We take this same concept and we turn it into a game. So it's multiple place stations, quick, fast. I mean, it's just a blast. It's a blast of a game. But it also teaches the dog that it's not just one place thing. It's whatever you send me to, which teaches the dog to follow the line, which is important in field work. But more importantly, if you've got those bad dogs coming and you need to send your dog and there's no place thing, but there's the inside of your car, you can turn and tell your dog, place in the car, and the dog can follow the line, which is what the game teaches. Follow my line. My line will tell you where to go.
So sort of like the Red Robin we did with the whistle stuff.
Yes. But this is more moving away from you on command.
Right.
But it also teaches him to follow that line, which is also a foundation for a blind retrieve. It's a foundation for directionals. All of those 3 exercises put together with the 6 lessons give the dog a foundation that's wonderful. Once he's solid on those 3, then we go to use it. We don't use the pressure, we use the tone or vibrator that says if you don't do what you know you're supposed to do, then you're going to get the pressure. But it's a warning. And then the dog will immediately turn just on the command because they've got the warning, and because they know they can beat the pressure if they do what they're supposed to ahead of time. You don't have to use it at all.
Nice.
Yeah, those are the principles that we're teaching. Does that make sense? Questions?
I can't think of it.
Okay, I get it. Right. And again, it doesn't have to be high pressure with him. It can just be a lower pressure, whatever it takes for him to understand. We don't want him yelling. We just want oh, that's right, I understand, I need to move. So when it's done, man, do you have freedom.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you have freedom and confidence that you have the ability to move your dog safely in any situation, anywhere, at any time, and that to me is freedom.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, he says he is.
No, he says I. So anyway, that's it. Make sense? That's it. All right, good. Well done. We're going to go
Well, do
downstairs.
I need a video of that then?
No,
again?
I don't really do much of the
Okay.
videos unless